Yeah, you bet your ass it's still snowing. May 21st. Still snowing. It's a little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. So it is Tuesday, and we didn't work yesterday, and today is basically try to make up for yesterday. The point of this video is to show you, well, it's to save you money and show you some tools to not buy that I would never buy again. So let's get to it. So, some tools that you shouldn't buy, let's go over them. First one is the gunslinger. Why should you not buy this? The original idea was from a guy named Richie Blue, and he did a really good job. Reach it, took it over, and messed the whole thing up. A lot of them have a lot of issues with leaking, and mostly leaking, as far as even from the bottom. A lot of these sides aren't cut right. These are all handmade, and water splashes out of the side. So that is one of the first window cleaning tools I would tell you do not purchase. Hopefully down the road someone else will take it over and it will be a lot better, but for right now I would not buy this tool from Reach It. Second would be the swivel ledger. The swivel ledger, I love ledgers in general. If you're gonna buy a ledger, just go buy the double bin ledger. Just buy a fixed ledger, this won't break. The thing about this is, once you start putting a lot of pressure on it with frames and stuff, this will break. Some of them come with a steel piece riveted into both of these. I had one last for like 4 years. But then every single one from there has it broken, so definitely strongly wouldn't suggest getting the plastic version of the ledger. Get a double bin, and soon, this is a 16-inch, soon, hopefully to everybody, there will be coming out with a 22-inch double ledger to get those deeper ledgers, So that'd be kind of cool. But ledger-wise, get the fixed ones. Don't get the plastic handle ones. The next tool I would tell you not to get is the combinator. I would kind of suggest if you're new and you want real good quality tools, don't get the Mowerman Liquidator. Don't get anything Mowerman. The only thing really great from Mowerman is their accelerator handle. That's the only thing I would spend money on. Stuff like this is real chintzy and cheap. This mop hardly holds any water at all. If you're using like a spray bottle type of cleaning where you're spraying the window with the bottle and then squeegeeing it off and scrubbing it, this could work out well. But the idea here is not very good. I know they have a new version of this out. This is the older version. Overall though, stuff like this, except for like the Ettore backflip or like Wagtail High Flyer, the accelerator with the flick pad, which, can you hear me? Oh, that's right. Accelerate the flick pad. This is a great tool. I put a brass channel on it, but as you guys know, don't waste money on this. It's just not a good tool. next tool is the Ettore Contour Pro Plus. This is a handle that goes to 0 degrees and does regular, but when you are here, the bend of it is a little bit weird. I know a lot of guys that like these and a lot of guys that hate them. So this is a very love-hate relationship handle. It's just a little bit weird. If you have a super light touch and you can use it, it's great. For swiveling on a pole in the 0 degree, it's not very good. So do not buy this. The Polex, I think this is called the Witzel handle. Worst handle ever made, right here. What a stupid thing. The rubber, once it grabs it, you can see it, it just messes up everything. The handle's weird, using it is really weird. Don't buy this. It's crap. The Sorbo Cobra channel, don't buy it, it's crap. It's crap because on one side of the squeegee, you're not supposed to put clips in, these little clips right there, but it just doesn't work too well. Some people really like them, some people really hate them. I don't like them. I like Sorbo in general. I just do not like this particular channel. The idea behind it's great. The making of it is really went wrong because it's just crap. Don't waste your money on this channel. I think it's an okay channel, but I would not waste your money. Why would I not waste your money on this? It has way too much tongue flex right here. It leaves way too much detailing. Straight pulls on it suck. Some guys really like these, so I know even Luke really likes these. But if you look at that amount of tongue out there, this is gonna leave you a lot of detail, unless you're just not scrubbing to your edges and that's the way you don't detail. But this, I just wouldn't suggest this channel. I've tried to use it off and on. I think the original design actually was better being closer, but it was so tight that it didn't work very well either. So as much as I would love to use this channel because it looks so cool, and unfortunately the results are not good. And it's way too touch sensitive because of the amount of tongue. You can't be too strong, you can't be too light. It gets really annoying. Tools that we would never buy again. First would be this red and white. This is like a Polex microfiber tiger sleeve. A lot of guys use this, but the problem with it is that once you start washing it, it gets really matted really fast. This is a really old one, but like I remember I only used it for about a month, washed it once, and like the water retention and the soap retention was horrible. Horrible. So I would definitely not buy that again. A tool that I was really liking or like a sleeve that I was really liking for a while was this one, but does the same thing. And the red one, they start matting in here really fast, so it kind of turns into a waste of money. If you want a good sleeve, I always suggest getting the Ettore Microfiber Pro Plus sleeve. A lot of sleeves do this, even like the Mowerman sleeve now, it does that. And basically the way that you wash them so this doesn't happen is you just wash them in cold water and you just let them air dry after. You can put detergent in, all that good stuff. We try to use like minimal detergent when we wash towels and sleeves, but enough to get the dirt out. That's super important because if you don't wash your sleeves, it will get extremely smelly and it will smell up houses or jobs, and you'll be known as a smelly window cleaner. The next thing would be fixed T-bars. I just wouldn't get fixed T-bars in general. Maybe for like little sleeves for French windows and stuff like that, like a little 6-inch, but pretty much 14 and above, I would always get a swivel handle. My favorites are the Unger Ninja handle and the Sorbo T-bar. Should I say Unger channel?
I don't know.
The Unger Ninja T-Bar, that's what I would suggest. The Sorbo T-Bar, and then I really always like the Ettore swivel T-Bar. Those ones are great. Other tools I would not buy. I would never buy Sorbo rubber. Sorbo rubber has gone to crap. It's super sticky on the glass in hot weather. It's just like one of the crappiest rubbers now. It's just gone complete crap. Extension poles for window cleaning, the kind of gold looking ones, those tips break really quick. Mine, I bought one time, it broke within half a day. The whole entire tip broke off. You can replace the tips, but I found too in the cold weather, those Ettore poles, the gold ones, lock up super fast, really hard to work with in the winter time. There's a lot more of them tools I would tell you not to buy. Do not buy the Reach It Constructor Brush. That thing is a piece of crap. Piece of crap. Complete piece of crap. It's really hard to change out all the bristles. Everything breaks on it. Do not buy. So in conclusion, here's just a lot of crap tools that I don't want you to waste your money on. And that was the reason for making this video. I'm sure there's more that I could go through over time. And you know me, I always try to give you guys my best suggestions as far as what's crap and what's not out there. And I did forget to mention, I did a review recently on the facelift red rubber. That's pretty crappy as well, unfortunately. There's just a lot of gimmick tools out there that you can waste a lot of money on trying to go through all of them to find the perfect holy grail setup. And it's just not there yet. I think there will be in time, but right now there's nothing that's perfect. Everything has its issues, but I hope what this video can do though is kind of narrow down what your tool selection should be, and that I just would not waste your time with any of the tools I have showed you in this video. But I hope you enjoyed this video. We kind of had just a very, very weird winter spring day on May 20th that should not have May 21st. It should not have been cold and snowy. Finally it stopped snowing. It's gonna rain now. It's gonna another big rainstorm coming in, but these are all the tools you shouldn't buy. Hope this helps, and goodbye.